Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, I've been in a campsite now for 2 days on the coast. Not a very nice area, but decently campsite. And done a bit of video editing, a bit of chilling out. It's Friday. I'm gonna set off at some point this morning and I have a few things to do. First of all, my van has a few wee bits and pieces that need sorted out. I'm not going to be able to sort them all out, but I'm going to list everything this morning that needs done and take it from there. And I found what looks like a great big motorhome store in Naples. It's on my sat nav, and when I eventually get to there I'll go in and see how much of my stuff I can get sorted out. They also do repairs of a few bits and pieces that would need an expert, but nothing big. Most of the things that the van's always had, stuff I cope with. So I'll show you around the van and the few bits and pieces that need sorted out before I set off. By the way, so this is the wee router I bought the other day, and touch wood, fantastic. Haven't had a single problem picking up the internet. It has never disconnected on me once, and a very good buy. And the weather has really taken a nice turn. It's 18 degrees today and yesterday, a perfect blue sky. In fact, maybe it feels a wee bit warmer today. Please let that be it. No more cold weather. Still freezing last night. I do this every week or two now. You don't want to be running out of water or engines blowing up or anything crazy. So my windscreen washer. This is actually the first time since I've left that I've had to top it up. 3 months nearly. Oil. Bit black looking, but okay. I haven't moved, so I don't need to do the oil, dip it in, take it out, put it back in again. It's been sitting level for a day. Hard steering, all good. Brake, all good. And all in all, for its age, a very clean wee engine. That wee fuse box down there with the 3 fuses in it, it's the thing that broke on me. Or melted, I should say, not broke, it just melted. And I fixed it myself, and it's been great ever since, so I'm well pleased with that. All good, engine good, time to close up. Now, that's the water where you fill it up with water, and I can't lock that, so I've decided I'll put a cap on it that I can lock. You could have locked that, but I don't have the key. Didn't come with the van. I'm going to look at some extra locks, security for the van. Something that maybe straps across, and the same with the doors. Look for something to see if there's anything you can get to just make them a bit more secure. The front's all good. This is the gas cupboard, and you'll not be able to see it there, or you may be able to see it, a little bit of cord. The day that I got stuck in the hole, I had to get in there and it wouldn't open. It had been, that wee latch had been very, very hard to open, but I couldn't get it open. I ended up busting it open, so I have it tied down my cord, so I need a new one of those locks. That's where that's the exhaust from the boiler, and the boiler that heats your water, and it works on electric, but it has never worked on gas, so that's a pretty big job. So I'll let them have a look at that if there's a mechanic in the place. Also, this wheel has a very bad squeak. I think it's a wheel bearing, so I'll have to get looked at. So that's just the water waste from your shower and your sink and stuff like that. The minute whenever I use anything, the water just comes out instead of whenever you plan it to come out when you're at a drain or something. So I need a wee valve, wee plastic valve. So all good. Next, how'd you get up that high? Wee light, must have hit a tree or something. Some of the tight areas have been scruffed against the tree and broke off. What should be the same as that. Also, you remember I put the cameras on, security cameras? Well, I took one of them off, completely accidentally. Same thing. That sort of thing shouldn't really happen to me again, because I've stopped getting into tight squeezes as much as possible, as much as you can possibly avoid them. So that's it for outside the van. So first of all, the loo, everything in here is pretty good. The toilet requires the box that everything goes into. There's a fluid you put in it, and you buy it by the gallon, and I ran out this morning, so I have to get that. But everything else in the bathroom is great. Now, the fridge operates on 3 different ways. Number 1, that wee green light that's lit is whenever you've got plugged in the electricity, so it's on at the minute. Whenever you drive, you turn it, well, it goes off, but you turn it off anyway, and you put that wee red one on, and it will work off the battery. But whenever you're wild camping and you've stopped, it also works off gas, which is that wee switch, and it has never worked. So I need to get it fixed. Lovely looking radio with a big screen that pops out, etc. I bought before leaving, but it hasn't been wired up, so that needs to be done. I'm going to try that myself, I think. Finally, this window shade is all broken. It's hard to get it to stay down sometimes. It's all broken on that side too. So I'm going to see if I can get a new one of those. And that's it. So if I can get the stuff to deal with 3 or 4 of those items, I'll be over the moon and just work my way through them. Funny, if you were at home, I would just spend a weekend getting everything sorted out. But you get into this mode of, yeah, don't need to do it quickly. So time to go. Anytime you're finished at a campsite, the last thing you do, get all your electric, charge up as much as you can. I have 2 laser batteries. I have a spare battery, they all get maximum charge. You go and empty your toilet and you fill up with water, just in case you don't get parked the next night or whatever. It's whenever I set off, I was getting about a day and a half out of my electricity and water, which means the second night of not being on a campsite, your computer and all is going off on you. I've now got that up to 2.5 days, so I know I'm always good for 2 days, and I want to get up to 3, but you always fill up and charge up. You want everything busting at the seams full. So that's it, folks. I'm going to leave it off there, but before I go, when I was driving away from the campsite, Google was giving me instructions, and I thought she said something weird, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then when I'm sitting editing here, I went in to check. Listen to this.
In our quarter of our mile at the roundabout, take the 3rd exit onto Via Sandro Patini.
I don't know what that was about. I didn't know Google talked in broken English. Maybe she was on the beer last night. So I'm going to leave it off there. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. But until next time, bye for now.